Hello everyone, it's me. I'm back to talk about perfume. I've got wet hair. I'm not going to apologise. I like to think you're here to talk about perfume or listen about perfume rather than see someone who has spent ages on their appearance. That's what I'm hoping for. So today we're going to talk about some Puredistance fragrances. I'm going to smell them for the first time. I ordered some samples from Jovoy only a couple of days ago and they're here already, which is fantastic. The shipping is so fast at Jovoy, the customer service is excellent, the sampling service is excellent. So I use them often. They're very generous. They often send extra samples that you haven't asked for, which is amazing. And I've got a little bag of samples here. So initially it was going to be just Jovoy, but they did send me a couple of other extras, which I have had a little sneaky sniff of already. I haven't looked up the notes, but I'll just talk to you very quickly about them. So I've got one called, it's by Welton, and it's called Rio Kucha. I know nothing about this. I did, I sprayed into the paper here, and I can smell it now. This was the one that smelled like, I wasn't sure if it was rhubarb or grapefruit. I think it's grapefruit. It's very tart, bitter, fresh in the way that it's quite tart. But now it's dried down to a muskiness, which I like. So I'm going to respray it. Yeah, it's a really lovely, zesty, it's almost like the rind of grapefruit. Reminding me of Papillon from Guerlain. I'm sure there's more going on here. Maybe there's a touch of white floral, I'm not sure, but it's really nice. I'm going to try it on skin. I'm not going to spend long on these because it's not really what this video is about, but they sent them to me. I didn't ask for them. They added them as extras, and they've actually picked out a couple of things I quite like, so I'm impressed with that. And this one then, the next one, Welton again, and it's called Cumin, K-E-E-M-U-N, Cumin. This one, smell the dry down, which I sprayed. I like this, it smells of vanilla and musk. The opening was more floral, so I'm going to spray it again now. Yeah, I couldn't figure out, I sprayed this earlier and I instantly said, oh, I like this. And then I was thinking, well, why do I like it? What is in here that I like? And I honestly couldn't put my finger on it. What sort of flower is it? It's definitely a floral, but it's very rounded and smooth, and it's sweet. So it feels like it's maybe a citrus and white floral combination, but it's, as I say, very smooth. I'm not sure. It doesn't exactly smell like jasmine, but it could be a gardenia maybe, but it doesn't feel quite like that either. Not entirely sure what's in here, however, I like it. Can't wait to try it on skin. It's really nice. I think I like this one better than the other one. So this one's called Cumin. And then, as I say, it dried down to this musky vanilla, which was very pleasant. Not the most unique thing in the world, but very, very nice. So looking forward to giving those a proper whirl. And then I've got two in here from Liquid Imaginaire, but I think we'll save those. They were ones that I actually asked for. We'll save those to just prevent this video being too long, you know. So I'll pop those over there. Liquid Imaginaire. Okay, so if you're interested in those two, let's see what they are. I like the notes, that's why I ordered them. Fleur de Sable and Tapis Volant. If you're interested in hearing about those two, let me know in the comments and I will pop them into a video of some description, maybe a live stream. And then, so all of the rest of them are now Puredistance, all of those. And they gave me an extra one, no, they gave me two extra Puredistance samples, which was really generous of them. I didn't ask for Puredistance 1, and I didn't ask for Opardu because I actually have a travel size of that, but we'll come back to that. So, but we'll talk about all of these because that's what I'm going to call the video. It's going to be called Puredistance something or other. So I think we'll start with one because it's Well, the name kind of demands it, doesn't it? So we'll start with one. Now, I think I might have tried this in the past, many years ago, and I think I was underwhelmed, but I felt the same way about Puredistance White, and if you have a look at my review of that, which I'll link below, you'll see that I did a bit of a 360 on that. I felt like it was boring, and then I really quite liked it. So Puredistance 1, I haven't got any notes, so I'm just telling you what I smell, okay? I'm not going to be correct. There's going to be things I smell that aren't listed, and there's going to be things that are listed that I don't smell for sure. There's going to be tons of those, but I'd rather just tell you what I smell, if you don't mind, and you can go on for Grantica and look up the real notes if you want to do a bit of research on anything that grabs your attention. So this smells like a fresh and clean, kind of slightly fruity, clean flower, like a watery flower, like a bit like a magnolia or maybe even a lotus. I'm just thinking clean, watery flowers with a hint of a fruitiness. Musky. It's a white shirt. This could have been called white quite easily. It smells like a crisp linen white shirt, totally unisex, soft, clean, a little bit fluffy but very much watery. We'll pop that down for now because I'm going to come back to all of them once I had a little chance to sit on the paper. So let's go for the next one, and we're just randomly picking them up and seeing what we've got. This one is Wasawa, and this one I've seen a couple of reviews on. This is empty. I don't know if it's empty or nearly. No, I can hear stuff in there. It's struggling to come out, but there is, as you can see, there's enough on there to be able to give us enough to know what it smells like. So Wasawa, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos, reviews, and it's very well loved. Huele Mucho and someone else, oh damn, I can't remember, but a couple of people really like this one. So it is nice. I'm not sure again, I don't know what's in here, I can't remember, but it smells a little bit like a jasmine incense to me. I'm pretty certain that's not what it's supposed to smell like. It's musky, slightly exotic floral. It's sweet. Yeah, I'm seeing pink and white flowers. It's pretty. It's very pretty. I think it's probably jasmine. I'm not sure I'm really picking up much else. Taking some fresh air. Yeah, it's a little bit sweet, as if there is an addition. I don't know if it's vanilla, but it's like there's something added in here, whether it's benzoin or vanilla or something that just lends it a bit more sweetness than the sweetness that's coming from the flowers. I like that. Is it amazingly different to other stuff out there? No, but it's really nice. I like that one a lot. I'm looking forward to trying that on skin. So that's Wasawa. Next up, Sheiduna. So Sheiduna, I do know, is by Cecile Sarokian. It's one I've been really curious to try for a while. These little plastic, normally the Jovoy normally give you, more often than not, metal. They normally give you glass atomizers, and I think a lot more, a lot bigger. So these are plastic, and I think they're a bit smaller, probably only at 1.5 mils maybe, and so that's a shame. So Sheiduna is by Cecile Zarokin, as I said, and I wanted to try it because I love the way Cecile Zarokian works with vanillas and incenses. I think she does a great job, and I think that's what's in here as well. Could be wrong. Oh, it's spicy. There's this note in here. I'm not sure if it's ambroxan. I still sometimes doubt myself, but there's a couple of common aroma chemicals that are very, very well used in niche perfumery. And I picked up on it in Petra, also Musk Milano, but also by Cecile Zarokian. I feel like it's got that slightly, it's dry, woody, almost not exactly smoky, but kind of smoky, like it has a texture of smoke that dries the throat out. There's more than that going on in here, but when I detect those kind of notes, it overshadows everything for me, and I don't really enjoy it. It feels like a sweet, smoky, spicy resin. It needs more time, I think. I don't hate it at all. It's quite dry though. I think the thing for me is I don't like things too dry. This is quite dry, so we'll pop that one there, let that sit for a minute and try the next one. Okay, so I've got the travel size of this, so I know this one anywho, but let's, it feels so light and yeah, I don't know, I like the glass ones a lot better than these plastic ones. Right, so A Pardo, I know it has gardenia in it and it has another floral, but to me it smells like daffodils, and it smells like daffodils. Maybe they've had a little sprinkling of water, a whole field of daffodils sprinkled with water and then sat in the hot blazing sun, so there's this mist above them. That's what I get. So ever so slightly green, but mostly this intense sweet, like daffodil type scent. It's very much a floral fragrance, and to me, for me to love it, it would just need something else, because I don't like things that are just really full-on floral. I like to have something else, like a vanilla, a resin, something else to blend with the flowers. Just helps me to enjoy it more. But it is very, very beautiful, but really it's very intensely floral. And that's A Pardo. Next up we've got Gold by Puredistance. Why am I saying that? The video's about Puredistance. I don't need to say it's Gold by Puredistance. I just need to say it's gold. So next up we have Gold, and I was curious about this one. This one is by, I think this one's by Anton Lee, and I think I can't remember what's in it. It might come back to me as I smell it, but it sounded good. I think there's saffron in here. I could be wrong. Not too much, if there is. It's something like saffron. It's something that's common in sort of Middle Eastern type fragrances. It's very smooth though, smooth and musky. Yeah, this one's hard for me to pinpoint what I'm smelling. Fresh air, fresh air. Yeah, maybe it's not saffron actually. It feels like it's going in a different direction. It feels almost like a yellow floral, but not ylang ylang. Well, I guess it's called gold, and they're going for this gold. There's this gold image that goes with it, and I can kind of see that. But I'm really struggling to describe this, so I do apologise. It's smooth, it's a little musky. It feels like there's a tiny bit of a spice, maybe like a saffron or something like that, but it's not too intense. And a slight greenness to it as well. Yeah, I'm really not quite sure what I'm smelling here. I think there's some gentle woodsy notes as well. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I probably should put some of these on skin. I will put them on skin once I know what I like the most. So, Antonia. Oh, drop that. We'll just go for another one. Nice custom made smelling strips. So Antonia. So this one reminds me a little bit of Puredistance White in that it's got those clean, smooth white florals, which actually Puredistance White officially doesn't have white florals. But to me, the opening is kind of like a magnolia and lily, but very, very smooth. And I feel like I'm getting that here. It's very clean, soapy, a little green. Yeah, it's like smelling a really nice bar of soap. Or yeah, it's like someone's just stepped out of the shower and they're super clean. You know, their hair's wet like mine is. You can smell the shampoo, you can smell the soap, you can smell the body lotion. And this one again could be called white. It feels white. It feels very clean, very smooth. Very much smells like a soap to me, and not in a bad way. Sometimes I don't enjoy soapy fragrances, but this is really nice. Might not be sweet enough for my taste, but I like it. It's good. Yeah, it's like a musky, clean, soapy type scent. Very white. It's a white bar of soap. I wonder if there's aldehydes. Sometimes aldehydes can make things kind of soapy and creamy. But that's Antonia. So I'm not going to talk about Rubicona, which I own a bottle of. I have done, I think I did an unboxing of it. So that is somewhere in, I'll probably link it if I remember. If not, I'm sorry. But I love Rubicona. So I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to do a full review of that hopefully soon. And let's revisit some of these, or all of them in fact. So we'll start with Puredistance number 1. Yeah, this has changed. It's got a gorgeous muskiness. So I'm going to put that on skin because musks have to go on skin in my opinion. So we'll do this hand here. So that's that. Let's continue talking about it from the strip for a minute. This reminds me a little bit, not too much, but a little bit of Vagabond Prince, what's it called? Swan Princess. It's not as woody as that. But it has the gorgeous musks, so I feel like there's some really beautiful clean musks going on in here, and a slightly clean white flower, and this one is also a tiny bit soapy. I actually really like that. If you're going for that very clean, well put together, you know, not anything too sweet, nothing too flirty or sensual. It's like a professional kind of fragrance, but kind of cozy at the same time. The musks make it nice and cozy. I actually really like that. So that's one, and the next one then is, what is it? Wasawa. The one that sounds Polish. Yeah, this is nice. This is very floral, but in a more exotic and sweet way than the whiter, clean florals that are here. It feels like it could be a combination of a jasmine and maybe even something like a frangipani. It's got that really fun, sweet, exotic floral feel, like a bit colourful, like pinks and white florals, maybe even yellow. You know, it's a really nice, pretty flower, exotic flower kind of scent. But not just that, like there's some other facets, like a hint of something green, a hint of some musk. Oh, it's lovely, and it's very fresh. Yeah, it's almost like I'm thinking of lotus flowers floating on a pond. Really, really love that. So that's Wasawa. I think that's my favourite. So we're going to pop that on the other hand then. Oh. I don't know if these are almost empty or if they just don't come out very well. I think there's still some left, but yeah, they're not as good as the glass ones. Right, next up then we've got, what have we got? Sheiduna. Like, let's give this another go. Sheiduna. So this is the one by Cecile's, I reckon. Yeah, there's a note in here I don't get on with. I don't know if it's an aroma chemical or if it's something more natural, but it makes me think it's an aroma chemical because I'm finding it quite scratchy and dry. It's a sweet, it's resinous, it's a bit smoky, it's a bit incensey. It's definitely a bit spicy, hot spices. But no, it's not for me, I'm afraid. Shadoona. I think there'll be a lot of people that do enjoy that. It's just, to me, it's a bit scratchy and dry. So the next one is A Pardo. I already know this one. Yeah, it's a very florals. It's super floral, massively floral. To me, it smells like some white flowers, a mixture of white flowers and daffodils, but not in any exotic or particularly sweet way. It's a little green. So as I said, it still reminds me of a field of daffodils with this haze coming off of them. It's very beautiful, but it's just not quite right for my taste, but I think it's beautiful. Next up then we've got the gold again. Gold, very Middle Eastern spicy. So now I'm picking up sort of like a combination of different spices. I don't know exactly what they are. It could be cinnamon, it could be nutmeg, it could be cardamom. Has a slight clean muskiness at the same time. It's not exciting me. It's probably a lot better on skin, so I'm gonna put it on skin. So we'll pop here, middle of this arm here. A little tiny bit there. And then we have the last one, which is Antonia. And I'm still feeling that it's quite soapy. It has changed. It is so much someone that's just out of the shower. It's the cleanest person in the world. Yeah, that's what, it's just a super squeaky clean person who's probably still wet from the shower. That's really all I can say about that, but I quite like it. So we're going to go on skin with that. There we go. So then we are just going to quickly visit the skins. That must be Wasawa. Yeah, right. So Wasawa, Wasawa. Gorgeous, fresh, pretty, different colour flowers. Pink, exotic, kind of not sharp, but it's got a zing. Yeah, love it. One, musky, slightly woody, clean. Yeah, still getting that sort of crisp white linen shirt feel. Gold. Doesn't feel that original to me. I feel like I've smelt it before, and might be something slightly annoying in there just to my nose. It's a bit sweet, spicy. Yeah, I don't know, I'm a little bit indifferent on that one. On Antonia, yeah, very clean, a little bit of a woodsy background to it. Yeah, it feels like soapy magnolia, bar of soap, body lotion, but with a little bit of woods. It's a bit different on skin. It's almost got like a woody, peppery side to it that I hadn't picked up on paper. That's it, I must go. I need to get on with cooking. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, you can click the thumbs uppy button if you want. If you didn't, click the thumbs down. And I'll see you at another point in life. Bye.